रीड नेपालद्वारा तानसेन नगरपालिका पाल्पाको समन्वयमा तथा देववाणी संस्कृत तथा साधारण मावि, जनप्रिय मावि र लुम्बिनी मावि पाल्पाको सहकार्यमा उत्पादित यो कार्यक्रम ग्रिन तारा नेपाल, फेडो नेपाल र रीड नेपालबाट संयुक्त रूपमा सञ्चालित स्ट्रङ गर्ल्स प्रोजेक्टको एक अंश हो। यसमा करुणा जर्मनी तथा जर्मन सरकार बीएमजेडको आर्थिक सहयोग रहेको छ। कोभिड-19 को कारणबाट घरमै रहेका बालबालिकाहरूको पठन पाठनमा सहजता ल्याउने उद्देश्यले यो हेर्दै सिक्दै कार्यक्रम तयार गरिएको हो।
Hi students, you are welcome in this English class. It's me, Lalkumari Khamta, your English teacher. How are you students? What are you doing now? I hope you all are fine. Okay, and last day, what did you learn? Can you remember? Yes, last day we had learnt about sentence, yeah, and its types also. Okay, and in our class today we are going to learn transformation of sentences. Last day also we had discussed a little about transformation of sentences. Do you know the meaning of transformation? What's the meaning of transformation? Yeah, transformation means changing sentence from one form to another form, one type of sentence to another type of sentence. Okay, for example, we can change affirmative sentence into negative, and assertive sentence we can change into interrogative. Okay, so transformation of sentence means changing one form of sentence or one type of sentence into next type or another form. Okay, and today in our class especially we learn to change affirmative sentences into negative one. Okay, affirmative sentence change into negative sentence. And do you know what is affirmative? What type of sentences are called affirmative sentences? Yeah, you know, affirmative means positive by nature. Okay, there are given some examples also. Let's see some example. In this picture, there is one boy, yeah, and the boy is tall, or this boy is tall. And like same, there are other example also. He is rich man, will go to school, she speaks English. These all are affirmative sentence because these sentences are positive in nature. Okay, in the sentence that expresses agreement, okay, the sentence that expresses agreement is called an affirmative sentence. We have already seen some example. There are given also some example. Look at same example. He is rich man, he will go to school, she speaks English. There is no, in these sentences, there is no any negation word like no, not, never, nothing, nobody, etc. These are negation which make sentences into negative or which makes the sentences negative. Such type of negation are not in these sentences, so these sentences are affirmative sentence. Okay, these sentences are affirmative sentences because there is no any negation. If there are these words or the negation words in the sentence, that make negative sentence. Okay, and if so, what is a negative sentence? Okay, look at this example. He is not rich man. She doesn't speak English. He never fights with his friends and nobody hates me. In these sentences, there are use of negation. In first sentence, there is use of not, does not, never, nobody. These negation words make this sentence negative. So, the sentence that expresses denial is called a negative sentence. Okay, and we can change affirmative sentence into negative. And now we are going to learn how to change affirmative sentence into negative. Okay. Okay, and how to change, how to transfer affirmative sentences into negative. This one is first rule. And here, look at the examples at first, students. I'm late. You are innocent. He will go to school. We should play. Here, these all words which are written in red color, they are auxiliary verbs. Okay, and if the sentence contains auxiliary verb, it means in statement, if there is auxiliary verb, how to change into negative? We have to add not after the auxiliary verb. Okay, in our statement, if there is auxiliary verbs, we have to add not after the auxiliary verb to make negative. Okay, like look here, I am late. Here am is auxiliary verb and we change into negative by adding not. I am not late. Yeah, you are innocent. You are not innocent. He will go to school. He will not go to school. And we should play. We should not play. In these all auxiliary verbs, we only add not to make negative. Okay, are you clear, students? Okay, if so, let's see next one, how to change or how to transfer negative affirmative sentence into negative. Okay, look at the examples. They love going shopping. She finished her task. Ram works hard. In these three sentences, can you see? Is there any auxiliary verb? No, there is no auxiliary verb. Okay, and what should we do in the absence of auxiliary verb? If there is no auxiliary verb in this statement, how can we change this affirmative sentence into negative? Okay, let's see the example. They love going to shopping and its negative form is they don't love going to shopping. She finished her task. She did not finish her task. And Ram works hard. Ram doesn't work hard. Okay, there is no auxiliary verb in the statement, in the affirmative sentence, and here in absence of auxiliary verb we use do verb. Okay, we use do verb. And if there is man verb, it means in absence of auxiliary verb there are use of man verb, and if there is man verb we need to use do verb. So if man verb is verb 1, if man verb is verb 1, we have to add don't to make negative, and if man verb is verb 2, we have to use did not, and if man verb is verb 5, we have to use doesn't. And after using do not, does, did not, does not, we have to change man verb into verb 1. Okay, And in our example, they love going shopping. Here, love is verb 1. So, we use here don't. Okay? They don't love going shopping. And she finished her task. Here, finished is, it is verb 2. Yeah? And so, we have used here did not, and we change this finished into finish, because after do not, did not, does not, we have to change man verb into verb 1. And here last example, Ram works hard. Here works is verb 5. So we have used here doesn't work, and works is changed into work. Okay, have you understood or not? Okay, if in our sentence there is no auxiliary verb, we have to find out the man verb. After finding the man verb, we have to find out again the form of the verb. In which forms man verb is used in the sentence. Verb 1, verb 2 or verb 5. Okay, and if there is verb 1, we have to use do not. If there is man verb 2, we have to use did not. And likewise, if man verb is in verb 5, we have to use doesn't. And all the man verb should be changed into verb 1. Okay? Okay, and look at this example. He had a swim yesterday. Okay, he had a swim yesterday. Here, can you say had is auxiliary verb or man verb? Yeah, had is auxiliary verb as well as man verb also. In English, there are some verbs which function as man verb as well as auxiliary verbs. Okay, and here has, have, these three verbs, have verbs, are man verb as well as auxiliary verb also. And in these sentences, I had a swim yesterday. Here had functions as man verb because there is no next man verb. If there is next man verb, this have verb functions as auxiliary verb also. So in sentence, if there is only do verb and man verb, these verb function as man verb. Okay, so I had a swim. Its negative is I did not have a swim yesterday. And as a man verb, had is verb 2. Being verb 2, we have used here did not. And its verb 1 is have. Okay, in our same next example also, she has his breakfast at 7:30. And here also has is man verb, no auxiliary verb. So, and has is verb 5. So we have used here doesn't have. Okay, same, they have some problems, and have is verb 1, and its negative is they don't have any problems. Here some we change into any. It means while making negative and question also, interrogative sentence also, we have to change some into any. Okay, and next, have to, had to, has to. If you see these words in the statement, you have to know these are man verb. Okay, these are man verb. So you have to change into negative accordingly its form. Okay, have to is verb 1, so you have to use don't have. And had to is verb 2, so we have to use here did not. And has to is verb 5, so here doesn't is used here. Okay, are you clear? Have verb and do verb. function is main verb as well as auxiliary verbs. Okay, and in these examples, have verb are used here as main verb. Okay, so a sentence having have, had, has, or have to, had to, has to plus verb 1 takes the help of do verb. Okay, and look here, if there is have or have to in the statement or in affirmative sentence, we have to use don't. Okay, and if there is has or has to in affirmative sentence, we have to use doesn't. And if there is had or had to in affirmative sentence, we have to use did not. While changing in negative form, and after using do not, does not, did not, we have to change this verb into verb 1. Okay, and but look at the example, next example, he has written a story. Okay, he has written a story. In this sentence, he has verb is used here. And can you tell me, in this sentence, has is auxiliary verb or main verb? Yes, has is auxiliary verb here because next main verb written is used here. Yeah, so here has is auxiliary verb and its negative is he has not written a story. Here we should not use of do verb because has is auxiliary verb. Okay, has is auxiliary verb. So if there is auxiliary verb, directly we can use not after the auxiliary verb, yeah, to make negative. Okay, are you clear, students? Okay, if so, let's see next example. I have a book. I have a book. She had a dog. In these sentences, is there other main verb? No, there is no main verb. And have verb, only had verb is used here. Yeah, in I have a book, there is only have verb. And is it auxiliary verb or main verb? Here, if have means own or possess. Okay, here the meaning of have is own or possess, and if the meaning gives of ownness or possession, we can directly add not in have verb. So, I have a book. We can say I haven't a book. She has a dog. She had not dog. We can directly add not after the have verb because here have means own or possess. Okay, and like this, look at the example. Students do their homework themselves. Here do verb is used here. Yeah, and you know do verb is auxiliary verb also, but in this sentence this do is main verb. And I have already said you do verb and have verb function as main verb as well as auxiliary verb. And here do verb is used as main verb, and so and you know do is verb 1. So we add here don't. We take the help of do verb. So being do is verb 1, don't is used here. So its negative is students don't do their homework themselves. Okay, in next example we did it well. Yeah, we did it well, and in this sentence did is verb 2. Okay, so next did not being verb 2, we used here didn't, and we change did into verb 1, and its verb 1 is do. So we did not do it well. Okay, same, Ram does it himself. Okay, Ram does it himself, and its negative is Ram doesn't do it himself. Here does is verb 5, so we use doesn't. Okay, and does is main verb here, so we use doesn't. Here we don't directly use not with doesn't. With the verb 5, we have used doesn't here, and does change into do. Okay, so Ram doesn't do itself. Okay, Ram doesn't do itself. It means do verb also function as main verb. Okay, and in these examples, these all do verb are used as main verb, and we change into negative according their forms. Okay, have you understood? Okay, and look at this example. Everybody was absent. Okay, everybody was absent, and its negative is nobody was absent. Here we don't use not with auxiliary verb, but we change everybody into nobody. It means changing some words also. We can change affirmative sentence into negative. Okay, and my mom always goes to temple, and its negative is my mom never goes to temple. Here always is changed into never to make negative. Okay, and John usually makes noise in class, and John seldom makes noise in class. Here always change into seldom, and this seldom change the sentence into negative. Okay, and either Ram or Hari is good, and its negative is neither Ram nor Hari is good. It means either or should be changed into neither nor. Either or should be changed into neither nor to make negative. And some of my friends are selfish. Here some of has been changed into none of. Okay, none of my friends are selfish. Okay, and here we learn we can make sentence negative by changing words also. Okay, and here we don't use not, we don't use of do verb to make negative. Okay, and like this, okay, sometimes we can make negative directly without using the not by changing the words. Yeah, and always should be changed into never. Sometimes, usually, often, frequently should be changed into seldom, and either or, neither nor. Some of, most of, all of should be changed into none of, and somebody, something should be changed into nobody and nothing respectively. Okay, so changing the words also, we can change a positive sentence or affirmative sentence into negative. Okay, and there are some words also. Changing those words, we can make sentence into negative. Look at the example. I'm fine too. Its negative is I'm not fine either. Here we change to into either, and only changing either we cannot make negative, because here with auxiliary verb not is also used here. Yeah, I'm fine. I am not fine. And to has been changed into either. So I am fine too. I am not fine either. Okay, look at the second example. I have already completed my task. And its negative is I haven't completed my task as here. Already has been changed into it. Yeah, but next thing, with auxiliary verb also we have to add not. Only changing already into it, we cannot make positive sentence into negative, or we cannot change affirmative into negative. And changing already into it, after again we have to add not with auxiliary verbs. And next, we bought some grapes. Yeah, we bought some grapes. We did not buy any grapes. And here some has been changed into any. And again bought is B2. So we use did not. We did not buy any grapes. Okay, in this way there are some words which should be changed while making negative, and only changing these words in negative, the sentence cannot be changed into negative. We have to add again not with auxiliary verbs. Okay, so to is affirmative and its negative is either. Already should be changed into it, and some should be changed into any. And after changing these words, again we have to add not with auxiliary verbs. Okay, are you clear, students? Okay, if so, do you have pen and copy? Okay, be ready to write homework. Change the following affirmative sentences into negative. Yeah, just now we have learned how to change affirmative sentences into negative, and now copy these sentences are in your copy. And first one is she sang well. She sang well. I'm fine too. I'm fine too. I do it well. I do it well. He bought some apples. He bought some apples. I lost something yesterday. I lost something yesterday. Himal frequently visits Ilam. Himal frequently visits Ilam. And last one is they have already written their homework. They have already written their homework. Have you written, everybody? Okay, tomorrow we will check our homework together. Okay? Okay, thank you. See you in our next class.